Peter Ras Ipa Isaac, president of the St. Lucia Craft and Dry Goods Association, stands with the Boulevard Vendors Association while also advocating for collaboration and unity amongst the association and the Castries Constituency Council. This statement comes directly as a response to the recent town hall meeting with the Boulevard Vendors facilitated by CCC's operations manager Nikki Cauldron, where many challenges and conflicts were discussed. Ras Ipa maintains that the council should strive for tolerance and mediation, as harshly imposed sanctions and policy will not bring about unity.
All of a sudden, because complaints from maybe the private sector or the business sector, you just start to make some urgent move to move people. It's unfair to the vendors. Vendors are trying to eke out a living from what they're doing. Employment is, even if they're saying that employment have increased, but there are a lot of people out there who are not seeking employment, and these are the vendors who are creating employment for themselves. So therefore, something must be devised much better, more appropriately to deal with this situation. Because these people are depending upon that to maintain their family, help, assist in maintaining families. Some of them maybe, a majority of them are women, so they may have husbands or boyfriends, but it's a new world we're in. They probably want to help in maintaining their family as well and contribute to that.
Isaac notes that the opportunity for discourse created by the CCC is commendable, as these seeds of consistent communication will lead to resolution and understanding amongst the two entities.
You must get yourself organized within the Vendors Association so they could sit with CCC to negotiate on your behalf. The thing about it is that once you allow people to settle in a particular place and you're collecting monies from them, in a sense you have legitimized their settings. And to just come and try to move them and regulate them in a rush, I don't think is the right way to go. So I think these things must be dealt with. It's a sensitive issue. Vendors are contributing to GDP. We're contributing, it has been measured that we are contributing 6 and 8% to GDP. The money that vendors are making, according to the statistical department, is going directly to the economy. The moment they sell two things here and there, they go to the shops, they go to the market, to the supermarket and so on. So obviously, it's an issue that we must take more seriously. Instead of just trying to get rid of people, move them here. This is government, and government must be sensitive to people's survival, people's continuous survival, and to maintain their family and their children, to send them to school and all of that.
Moving forward, the president believes that empathy and understanding should be utilized by the CCC when seeking to implement new regulations on policies on vending as a livelihood.
I am all for regulation, but it must be done with an aura of understanding that these people plight. And there is not that government can't create employment for everyone. So they are doing one of the things, they are assisting the government by creating employment for themselves. So you must meet them somewhere, and meet them somewhere in a decent manner. Treat them as decent people, and don't treat them as if to say, we don't want vendors there, so let's get rid of them. Or just someone just go to a vendor and say, hey, you can't sell there again. And this is harsh. This is harsh. So we need to find better ways to deal with that, and I think one of the steps that should be taken is that the City Council must recognize there is a Vendors Association, and that is something they have been slighting for quite some time now.
Above all, Ras Ipa Isaac understands the challenges of both the CCC and the Boulevard Vendors Association, as recent developments such as the increase in vendors has created tension regarding the seemingly outdated regulations and practices that are in place. The president states that a union between objectives and methodology is the key to see substantial resolution. For Choice News Now, this is Obi Offer reporting.